Hey guys. Today I wanted to focus on two tracks that were released during the trolley update for Toontown Rewritten. And those two tracks were Doodle Roundup and Spotlight Search. So, as usual, before I go through my whole process, I'd like to start the song first and then analyze it bit by bit. Okay. So, when I was first assigned this task, what I wanted to focus on was something more lighthearted and joyful, while still giving a sense of suspense and whatnot for the actual environment of this trolley game. So I suppose one inspiration that came to mind immediately when I was assigned this task was something from like Animal Crossing, like 3 p.m. The 3 p.m. track from New Leaf. This is what it sounds like for those who don't know. Just the free tone of this song made me realize that I wanted to capture that type of element for this track in particular. Something kind of wandering and carefree, because I think that is the nature of trolley games within Toontown. And to also reinforce that carefree nature, I added in a little SFX. There's like a tune laughing, and then it's like panned. One tune over here is laughing, and another tune over here is like, shh, be quiet. We don't want the seeker to find us. And then we go back, and then the song finally starts. Da-da-da-dum. That the pizzicato strings, which is very much a foundation of many Toontown tracks, and it's no different here. Very carefree and kind of silly too. And then over here, I wanted to lean more into the suspense of this song. How I wanted to go for that was using half steps. What? We're in C? Yes. So I did G and then F sharp, and it keeps going down by half steps. And the xylophone also reinforces that. Let's see. Oh, and the strings too. And then it goes back to lighthearted. Da, 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 da. Then back to suspenseful. And then back to lighthearted. And then this is where the tone kind of shifts again. But it's more of a lighthearted running feel. And first is a clarinet, then the trombone kind of finishes that phrase off. Then we have the clarinet and the bassoon. It's kind of like a call back and call, it's like a back and forth. Now it's kind of getting faster and faster and faster. And over here, I added a little diminished chord because it's like a diminished chord in and of itself is like very tight and it creates tension. And this is where I wanted to kind of cut it off and make the audience know that, okay, now it's time to wrap things up. It's time for the seeker to actually seek out the hiders. Bum, 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 bum. And in terms of just like those last few measures or the last several measures, I wanted to lean more into anticipation instead of something that's like panic inducing. And then the game ends. Yeah, that's kind of my process for Spotlight Search, a more encapsulated process. And then we have Doodle Roundup. So let's start this track. All right. And in the same sense, I wanted it to start off one way and then have it keep going faster and faster and faster. And finally, of course, have it end off. And for this tone, I wanted more of a bluegrassy feel because we're wrangling up all these doodles and having them go into different tunnels. And so if we're going to have a bluegrass feel, we're going to need a banjo, of course. And I definitely wanted the banjo to have some of the spotlight here. you can really see that I wanted to really lean into the banjo, especially like when it has that little solo. Very silly. I wanted to really lean into the silliness here. Digga-digga-digga-dum. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. And I don't know if many of you have noticed either, but I added in a blow jug too in this song. So to kind of give more context, I'll add the pizzicato strings with it too. And with the percussion, it's just even more silly. Very silly all around. I really leaned into the percussion here for this too. A lot of cuicas. And then right over here, we go from what are we in? We go from G major ba-da-da-da-da, to what is that? D flat major. Da-da-da. We modulate over here so that we can really I modulated here so that I could let the audience know, okay, time to wrap things up. The modulation along with the tempo raise or metronome raise gives this feeling of we need to finish this up. And then this is of course this part is a reinforcement of the first half, and I wanted to go even crazier. And I wanted to go crazy. You can see you can see that I added it was the tuba. I'll add in the banjo too for context. It was a tuba and it was a trombone. They're doubled. Along with the percussion, it's just even crazier. And then after that, I wanted to go crazy with the banjo. It was like, it needs a proper send off. So, proper send off. Then finally ends off. For this whole song, I wanted to really go toward dominant chords, a lot of dominant chords. What are we? C major? A lot of dominant chords, because dominant chords, of course, stand alone. Dominant chords are very humorous. Love me some dominant chords. But yeah, I really had so much fun. I had so much fun making both of these tracks, and I just it was great. And I hope you guys again enjoyed listening to my process in making both of these songs. And please let me know if you want more process videos, because I will surely deliver. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys later.